I am here with Sabotage Sean Logan.
Yeah, buddy. How you doing, boss?
Good. Also, I feel like I might need to clarify, it's actually Sabotage.
Yes. Sabotage Sean Logan.
Why did you decide to become a wrestler?
Man, okay. Well, oh gosh, you want the short or the long story?
Middle. Take a bit from both.
I'll try to go as fast as possible with the long story. So, why I became a wrestler was when I was 7 years old. My sister and me and my dad, we were all in a room together, and we were flipping through the channels. We had no clue what to watch, and then my sister randomly flipped on wrestling, and I remember I saw The Undertaker, and he just took out, I think he took out 3 to 4 people, and I was like, holy cow, who is this guy? So right then, I remember my dad, he started dressing me up every Friday night for SmackDown as Undertaker, and there was a night where he didn't come on, and I was so upset I was dressed up as him. I was like, what the heck is this? So you're learning, and the only way we could watch Raw was the Spanish Raw for some reason, so I just saw John Cena, but I didn't understand what was going on. But yeah, I mean, ever since I became a fan when I was 7, I got hooked, and honestly, man, like, you go to school, you turn 18, everyone's like wondering what they want to do in life, and for me, like, honestly, I was just like, man, like, why not try to do what you love for a living, instead of, because college doesn't really have, there's courses that can help you with this, but they don't really have a professional wrestling course, right? So that's why I decided to go professional wrestling school, and then, yeah, and try to make it my career. We're in the journey right now, but hey, so that, honestly, moral of the story, why I try to become a wrestler is because why not try to do what you love for a living, I think. So that's why.
Personally, I just want to get a college degree before I start trying to do wrestling, just as a backup plan.
I respect that. For sure. I can't tell you no about that. That's smart. I think the one thing about backup plan for me when I think about that is having a plan A or B. Is when I have a plan B, I actually think of this, like, you're trying to go 100% wrestling, right? And then you got this plan B that you're working at a little bit. They have a safe backup plan, right? But, like, I don't know. I just almost feel like the second you have a plan B is the second you start not fully believing in your plan A. So that's why I don't have a plan B, but we'll find out if it's for the worse or for the best, But that's the attitude.
Hopefully, it's for the best.
Yeah, let's hope, man. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood.
What advice would you give a new wrestler?
Oh, man. This is going to sound dumb because I'm still young, but I would say, this isn't bad. I mean, slow down, and just, every time I'm out there, I worry, every single time. I'm overthinking, and I'm just, going again and again, just in my head, and, freaking out. And it's honestly that, keep calm, carry on, slogan. Just legitimately, if you have that mentality out there, frick, just calm down and, live in the moment, honestly, with wrestling. So that's my best advice, I guess.
Yeah, because being really worrisome can absolutely hurt the match. Because you're worried too much, you end up fumbling the moves, and then your opponent can beat you a lot easier.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you get to throw your whole game off. So in that aspect, dude, just go out there and do what you love, So there's no reason why you can't. I mean, we all get nerves, right? But, just try to cut them down a little bit, I guess. That's my advice.
Who has had the biggest influence in your career so far?
For, wrestler-wise?
Yeah.
Man, I think, so my favorite wrestler of all time is Undertaker. However, I feel like Triple H has the biggest influence. Ever since I was 12, I saw his physique, and I'm like, dude, I just want that. I want to look like that, But is it possible for me to get there? I'm not sure, but why not keep going and try to look like Triple H, But yeah, I think just how he looks, how he wrestles, I watch him a lot, so big inspiration would be him.
Triple H kind of got the lucky genetics having his muscles pop out as much as they did.
Yeah, frick. If I could just look, I mean, I have him on my wallpaper forever, and I just changed it to that new WWE 2K cover. I just thought that was a cool picture, but I had a picture of Triple H all, all veined up, so that was like my inspiration. Whether I can look like that one day or not, but you gotta have motivation, right?
If you could wrestle anybody in the world, who would you pick?
I would probably say, oh God, I would say Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. I think, oh God, well Bret Hart's there too. You know what? I'll do Bret Hart. Screw it. Bret Hart, yeah. That's one guy. Anytime like I'm watching film to study, he's the guy I watch every time. It just makes me love wrestling. There's matches where you're like, we all love wrestling, but like, there's some matches wrestlers that you're like, oh, what the heck, I'm bored. But every time I watch Bret, like, I'm glued to the TV. So Bret would be cool. Bret in his prime, he's the best there is, was, or ever will be. So, yeah, Bret Hart would be my guy.
I don't think I've ever actually watched a full through Bret Hart match.
Okay, well, you gotta watch. God, I just watched. I think it was. All right, I'm gonna sound like an idiot if I. Well, I was watching the Iron Man match, but that's like legit an hour and like 5 minutes long. So I wouldn't pick that. Well, then don't watch Bret versus Bob Backlund for your first one, because the ending of that match is just so long that I was just like, bro. They have a stipulation where they throw in the towel, and that was one of the first Bret matches I watched, and I was like, what the heck is this? And I randomly hate Bob Backlund now because of that match. But anyways, yeah, no, Bret versus Shawn Michaels matches, just that's wrestling, man. That seriously is. So yeah, I mean, check it out. I mean, what do you watch normally?
Just the stuff that comes on the TV mainly.
Like current AEW or WWE?
Yeah, I used to do a lot of watching back, but nowadays I've just kind of stopped watching older matches.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, yeah, when you get to the point when you start wrestling, I mean, I don't know, there's almost like an era. I don't know, each era has its like big, things to watch for that you pick up. So I have like, everyone makes fun of me, but like I love watching old wrestling, like 70s, 80s, even 60s. And every time I'll go to a match, like my tag team partner, his name's Gunnar Brave, and I'll be like, dude, look at this cool tag move that we could do. And it's from like a 70s match, and he'll be like, why is this in black and white? And I'm like, bro, watch it. He's like, I'm not watching anything if it's not past 2000. So I love old matches, but, everyone's got, their cup of tea.
A mentality like that, though, if you're not watching older matches to learn, then you really won't learn much new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing in wrestling. You could get a lot of, because I feel like everyone evolves something, or they take a move, twist it, it becomes their own. So that's something, honestly, watching old wrestling, you'll see something that's like, why is no one doing this move anymore? And then you're like, hey, I'll do this move and I'll make it my own, So that's why I watch it, I think. And I randomly just like, I don't think when I watch it, I just enjoy it, Versus today's stuff, I feel like I'm always constantly just like focus zone and just trying to study it, but not enjoying it as much. I don't know why, but different,
What is the proudest moment of your career?
Man. I would, oh, God. I think, it's going to sound biased because I'm here. I think one of them for sure is wrestling Leland Race a couple months ago, going to the time limit. I think that was a match that we really just went at it in the ring, and just not a whole lot of preparation for that match. Just like we went out there and we did our thing. So I think that was a really cool experience to have. I think winning tag belts at Iron Spirit Pro like a week ago, honestly, that was really cool. That was one of the first matches as a tag team for sure that I had a match where like all the fans were like in that, they really were like every time we hit something in the match, they'd be biting and reacting. So I mean, that's what you live for, the reaction of the fans. So that would, I'd say, God, there's so many, but that's two that come in my mind.
If the fans were just silent for the entire match, it would just be.
That's what you see in Japan sometimes. It's crazy, but I don't know. Well, honestly, even COVID, like wrestling in front of no one, that was scary stuff. But we did it. We're here now. So, but yeah, you want that fan reaction, whether it's good or bad. At least if you're at least giving a reaction, you're doing something right.
How would you describe your wrestling style?
Well, all right. To be honest, I'm trying to figure that out every day. I tend to lean toward I really like chain wrestling, so more like a technical style, I guess, and that's why I like Dean Malenko, Bret Hart, Daniel Bryan. I just love watching those guys and how they chain wrestle. But then I don't know, with watching Triple H and Taker, I really like the brawler, with the strikes and stuff. So I'm kind of in a mix there. But I would love to be like an all-around wrestler. Just you ever see like AJ Styles? How he could do it all. So I think the goal would be to be like AJ Styles and be able to do it all. But that's some big shoes to fill. But we'll get there one day.
Speaking of AJ Styles, we need an AJ versus AJ.
Oh.
You need to do an interview with me, and then we need to have a wrestling match. AJ versus AJ.
That's intense.
I'm starting this challenge.
You just planted the seed. Now there's gonna be a beef. Twitter beef. Do you ever have Twitter wars?
Sometimes, yeah.
No, oh my God. Okay, well, I wanna hear about that after this.
What is the routine or ritual that you do to get ready for a match?
So it should be, stretching right, warming up, listening to your favorite song, maybe taking some pre-workout, get out there, get hyped, right? But in reality, every time I have a match, man, and I don't know why, this is just the human I am, I'm about to go out there, and I just start coughing, and then I'm about to puke, and I'll hit that door, go out there, and we're warming up. That you hear the build up to the match coming, and I start dry heaving more and more, and sometimes I'll puke, sometimes I won't. Tonight I did not, but I don't know. That's legit the routine. I get so nervous, and I like to think it's because I love this so much, but I don't know. Anytime something big's gonna happen in my life, I don't even know. I like when I go to do a PR at the gym. I do the same thing. I get nervous. So I don't know. I think every time you have a moment like that, I don't know. You just never know when it's the last opportunity you're gonna get. So I just think about that, and I think that go out there and give it your all, and you never know if it's your last. So maybe that's why I get nervous. But that's the ritual. It's not the ritual I want, but it's the ritual I have. So.
Thank you for your time, and it was a pleasure interviewing you.
Well, thank you, boss. I'll catch you down the road.
You too.
Okay.